What's up? What's up? I'm Bon Shemaya. I'm here with another one. First off, man, that video I posted last week is it was crazy. It got a lot of people in the comments, a lot of people from different nationalities, different opinions. First off, people were asking me, did I not know that these videos were old? I didn't. Those are the first times I saw them when Moxie put them out. And my opinion on that is, if they were this bad 4 years ago, I think somebody said they came out 4 years ago, then they probably worse now. So today's video is called Russia Opens Its Cellars and Shows 1400's Pictures of Yeshaya, or Jesus, Russia's Black Icons, right? So it's a book called Russia's Black Icons. I had never seen it. I just peeped this video out. Soon as I get information, I'll be trying to dump it to y'all. It was about maybe the other day, about a day or two ago. So I definitely wanted to get on this. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna react to it. One second. On this note, I know people be like, why you always pausing the video? First, I don't want to get a copyright strike. Dude was like, you talking too much. Well, why you watching the video? Anyways, I had to pause the video because I wanted to say, go support this guy. Black to Africa, go watch his videos. He comes out with a lot of dope videos. If you're a person who thinking of moving to Africa, you want to know what living situations are or advice about how you should do it, how you should go about your move, what businesses to get into, anything like that. This dude specializes in it. So check this dude out. Go Black to Africa. Let's keep going.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. I want to show a video with you all how Europe is starting to bring out the sellers, the paintings back in the 1500s, 1600s, and how they were depicted of people, Jesus, Mary.
Russian Icons by Father Vladimir Ivanov. I hope I didn't butcher that name, but this is a book that is highly coveted by different circles. Because it has the black icons. It has the history of black people in places like Russia, in Italy, in places all over Europe. This book can range from $1,300 to $3,000, so it's not an easy book to get. I actually borrowed this book from a friend. But this book has a...
I can vouch for that. When I first caught a glimpse of this video and he mentioned the name, the Russian Icons, I went and looked it up. It does go for around, man, it's crazy, but they sell this book for about 3,000. So, and another thing to pick up on another note, talked about the Europeans opening cellars. This is really Russia opening the cellars, and you notice Russia's opening the cellars in the middle of a war against Ukraine. Ukraine has the Caucasus Mountains in there, and that's where the Jewish people come from. So it's all kind of like going in line. I'm not saying get down with Russia or go fight with Russia or anything. Like I said in the last video, we are not to fight in this next war. But The fact that they're releasing this is showing. The fact that this is out and about is showing. And it makes it harder for people to say anything about it. Look at all of these black pictures.
A lot of interesting depictions in it. A lot of them pertaining to the Bible. Like right here, this is the Transfiguration of Christ, and you see it's to the Bible. Like right here, this is the.
I wanted to pause it on this transfiguration because there's a lot of things that's unique about it. First off, you got three different brothers. You got Christ as a brother, and then you got two brothers on his side, right? It's the first thing. Second thing, they're different textures. Like they're all different colors of brown. So I thought that was important to point out because in a lot of these pictures, you get ranges of brown from light to dark. The third thing is look at the light that they put down for the trans when he went up into the heavens, and look at the image behind him. Almost looks like what we would consider a modern day spaceship. Just things I'd had to pause it because like boom, those things caught my attention. Let's keep going.
Transfiguration of Christ, and you see it's black people in caves, I believe, what it looks like. It's black people in the whole picture, but this is knowledge that escapes black people here in America. It's definitely something that we would never see or never hear about in the educational system. Now, I'm pretty sure there's people that are black history college students majoring in black.
Another thing I wanted to pause it. I know I always pause it. Fair use, fair use. But you see the angels. You see the angels all surrounding Christ. It looks like some are flying on some type of machine or some type of ride or flying chariot, as the Bible would describe it. And then there are also some flying up here around the circle of the image that's supposed to be Christ. Notice they're all black and none of them are little kids, naked little babies. I thought that was interesting. Notice that when you look at the angels from here on out, notice they not naked little babies.
Black history or world history, and they never seen nothing like this before. At least not from the standpoint of Europe, you know. This is the crucifixion of Christ.
Do you trade options? Did you know that nearly half
This is the crucifixion.
This is another one. You see the angels in the pictures. None of them are little kids. None of them are naked. Just take these things into your mind while you peeping this.
Crucifixion of Christ, and in it we see
Does that look like a tan man to y'all?
black angels. The people surrounding him are black. It's very interesting because the images that we see are contrary to what we have known our whole lives, or what we have been taught our whole lives. You know, like I'll say it again, like these type of images of antiquity.
Look at that fro.
Escape black people here in America, and I can say all people, for in general, just people in general don't know. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Caucasian people and people of all nationalities that don't know the extent that black people covered the earth. And in many cases, like here, like what you see, were in rulership positions.
Mm-hmm.
Like this looks like a king.
You see that king, y'all? Right there with the fro. All of them are different shades of brown. Like I say, they all got different colored, or not different colored, but lighter or darker textured hair. But you see the black dude as the king with all the other people around him. So this is very intriguing. Let's keep going, y'all. Hold on, I'm not hearing the sound. Fuck. Oh, excuse my language. I guess we still riding. The sound's just off. But y'all see all the images of the different black people, man. And I think, matter of fact, I know this is why they go against us saying we're Israel. This is why the Kyrie thing happened, the Kanye thing happened. This is why they monitor the bruise that's waking up. Look at that. Look at that. Who is that? What nationality? Look at that. With the white fro, the white beard. And they say it's a metaphor. They say, oh, when you see that, it's just a metaphor. It's not meant to be taken literally. But then they created pictures. Look at that man back there. It's crazy, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm sorry about this, but for whatever reason, I can't hear and it's bothering me. So I gotta go back and make sure my volume's still working. Okay, my volume's still working, y'all. It was like bothering me that I couldn't hear it. Let's keep going. See, and my sister's that complexion. So if people see that picture and they say, "No, look, there goes a white," my sister's that complexion. See right there, that would be considered ruddy. The cousin, that's that complexion. He don't got no white hair yet. He got the dreadlock rastas going. But I got a cousin that complexion. And it's important to peep this because it's with the angels, with everybody. They're all melanated people in these pictures. And these pictures, he said, are from like the 1500s, 1600s. So this is more proof. Like I said in the last video, I would love for the
This
Europeans.
is George the Dragon Slayer.
George the Dragon Slayer.
Most of the icons at the museum here, and the ones that we've been discussing so far, are very old, part of the ancient tradition of Russian iconography. Anyone who knows anything about icons will immediately recognize this image as the Trinity, or otherwise known as the Hospitality of Abraham of Andrei Rublev. This is not the original. The original is in...
Dialpad's AI sales has completely transformed how we sell.
Of course, but this is a wonderful Trinity, or otherwise known as the Hospitality of Abraham of Andrei Rublev. This is not the original. The original is in Moscow in Russia, of course, but this is a wonderful replica that was commissioned by the museum to hang here in Clinton. What we're looking at is three angels who visited, three strangers visited Abraham, and he showed them great hospitality, and they are seen as representing the three persons of the Trinity. And in this representation, we see Christ in the center. This band on his arm shows that he is a priest. And something to note, that even though faintly reproduced here, because this is as they appear in the original, which is in Moscow, we have the tree and the mountain bowing down to their creator. And this reflects the hierarchy. And also, if we look at the two figures, they're each looking at God the Father, because Andrei Rublev was a Russian, and we believe that the Spirit and the Son both proceed from the Father. Now, if I just show you another replica, we have here an icon, or a replica of an icon by another very famous iconographer. The Rublev dates from 1411, the original. This is by a Russian iconographer about 100 years later, called Dionysius. And the thing to notice about this, and once again the original is in Moscow, is the stylization is very distinctive, and it's based upon line with very little modeling, and it's almost as if he's just colored in an outline, and that's very distinctive of the style of Dionysius. This is Christ in Majesty, one of the traditional images in the iconographic tradition. This particular one was painted in the 16th century, and first of all, just look at the size of it. This will have been in a very large church, high up, and people will have seen this from a distance. And it must have been very striking in its original position. We have the four faces of the cherubim, which are described in the vision of Ezekiel. And we have an eagle, an angel, a bull or an ox, here's the bull and the ox, and here's a lion. And as we know, these have come to represent the four evangelists, and the reason historically that the church chose to have four gospels was that each one corresponded to the four evangelists carrying the word of God out to the four corners of the world. And of course that is our hope, to be in heaven with Christ and participating in the beatific vision. And so when we see Christ, we will know him, and everything is revealed, everything is sharply defined. Within the halo itself, what we see are the letters that are equivalent to, in whatever language is used, of I am who I am. In Greek, it might be the letters, which I think this.
Oh, I had to pause it on that. Y'all see that? Exodus 3:13 or 3:14, for y'all who don't know, is the only time God's name is ever given in the Bible. The only time God ever gave it. You can say, well, it says God's name here, but know the difference from saying God's name or saying God to the time God actually said to Moses. When Moses said that if I go to these people and tell them the God of your forefathers, they're going to say, what is this God's name? And God said that I am that I am. And I should be known as I am forever and for all generations. That's Ahaya Ashah Ahaya. Ahaya is his name. Woo! And another thing, he showed the first picture was from the 1400s. The second picture was from the 1500s. This picture is from the 1600s. So what happened in those 300 years? This is 200 years before we came over here. 200 years before we came over here. What happened to where the images of the Most High and his people and his son and his people and his seed changed into white images? Let's keep going.
This is of He Who Is, which of course is the same as Yahweh, always in the icon of Christ.
But you see how they change it. It says He Who Is the same as Yahweh, right? But God didn't give his name as He Who Is. God said, I am that I am. which is, if you look up, it says Haya, which means to be or to exist. Haya means to be or to exist. A is the first letter of the alphabet, which is the beginning. Ahaya, the beginning of existence, the beginning of being. Okay?
The halo has the cross within it. So if you're ever uncertain as to who the figure is, you shouldn't be really, but if ever you are, and you see that cross in the halo, then you know that you're looking at the figure of Christ.
Now look at this. Look who the Pope praying to, y'all. First off, he wearing the same type of hat the Jewish people wear. That's the first thing. Second thing is, look who they praying to. Who is they praying to, y'all? How many people got pictures like that in their Christian churches?
Mi ha detto che si chiama la Madonna dell'Umiltà.
Okay. This is, like I said, this is Go Black to Africa's video. Go watch this video. It's called Russia Opens Its Cellars and Shows 1400's Pictures of Yeshaya, which is our Savior, or who some people call Jesus or Yeshua. I'm not here to argue about what y'all call Christ. Russia's black icons. And very dope video. Once again, we putting out more content, more information, proving without a doubt who we are in that history. They tried to wipe us out of history. But you know, there's an old saying that if you ever want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. And that was true. But the internet allowed us to find a lot of things that they put in books. But that's a good way right there. Make a book that costs $3,000. There ain't no Negroes trying to spend $3,000 on a book. But all in all, as y'all see, so we're talking about a time span ranging from 1400s to 1500s and the 1600s. What happened to our people? And why are all the pictures before then, all the Madonnas and the different things in different countries, black? If the people of God weren't our people, like, cause somebody put ruddy, like a Jewish person was in the chat, they put ruddy a whole bunch of times, like ruddy. This person was ruddy. This person, I'm ruddy. Like, yeah, you can't tell on this camera, but if you see me in real life, you'll see the pigmentations that I'm just a dark reddish brown. Now, if I was to be in the sun, I would get dark brown. But when I'm not in the sun, I'm ruddy. I ain't been in the sun in a while, so I'm definitely ruddy. And there's many different types of ruddy. We got the darker brown ruddy people that's got like the dark brown with the reddish tint. We got the red bone people. So we got a lot of different tints that fluctuates with our colors. And you even saw that in those pictures. In those pictures, they would have groups of black people, but you notice he shaded them different shades. So once again, another hard-hitting video, in my opinion. Praise the Most High God for this. Kaula Hayabah Shemishaya. Praise God for this. And you know, I thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all like the video, hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the like button, subscribe, and then throw something in the comments. I highly doubt we're gonna get too much pushback. See, on that other video, was a lot of pushback. Even people defending the reactions for how the Jewish people was. But I highly doubt we're going to get a lot of pushback in this video, just like the video I released talking about the black church speaking Hebrew 100 years before Hebrew was ever even brought out as a language. I highly doubt we're going to get pushback in this video, just like we didn't get much pushback in the other video, because this type of evidence, they can't say nothing about. So they'll avoid this evidence and wait till I post another video that they feel like they can get on there and have something to say about the evidence. With that note, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed one. Barakatah, Shalom, all my people. Kwam Yasharallah. I'm glad y'all tuning in. Kwam Yasharallah means to rise, Israel. And I'm glad y'all tuning in. Shalom means peaceful greetings for people who don't know. So peaceful greetings to everybody. And y'all have a blessed one. Barakatah. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right. Peace.